Justified through faith. Just enough for the city. Have you clothed somebody when they were naked and they needed it just enough for the city? Are you living just enough for the city? Some of us are not living just enough for the city. Fact of the matter is, if we close our eyes and die right now, the city that I'm talking about you would not see. The city that you would see will be surrounded by fire. You will hear people hollering, "Help! Oh! What's right down here?" You hear the rich man, "Tell my brothers, don't come here." And then you can stick your fingers in water before they close the door. Help brother have my tongue tied. The very sins that cause people to go to hell, you see those sins. I just believe you see those sins tormenting them. Ooh. Can you imagine being tormented by lies in hell? Ooh, Jesus, that's really terrible. Can you imagine being tormented by other whoremongers in hell? Y'all remember the story a lot, right? You remember how those men got insatiable over those angels? Can you imagine you being one of those angels, but in hell? Everybody got their hands over you. The Lord is saying, come out from among them. Be ye holy, for I am holy. I thank God today. Because if I tried to be holy on my own, I'd be in trouble. But there's a man that sold me some instruments a long time ago. I didn't even have to pay for it. All I had to do was just believe. It wasn't like Geico. I didn't have to sit down and speak with a little lizard and give him a couple dollars to get the policy started. It wasn't Jake from State Farm. I didn't have to call in and get a quote. And I thank God for Jesus that I don't have to say, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there when I'm in trouble, because by the time I get that out, whatever trying to get me will be the gap. But all I have to do is call his name. And I'm getting ready to go to my seat this morning, but I just wonder, is there anybody here that is tired of living a defeated life? I just wonder if there's somebody here that has been getting knocked down round after round and you're ready to throw a haymaker. I just wonder if there's somebody that has been getting jumped all year long and you're ready for your homie to come and throw down with you. Yeah, I wonder, yeah, Lord, if there's anybody here that is looking for a good tag team partner. Yeah, I'm talking about a partner that has never lost a case. Well, I'm talking about a partner that has never lost a patient. Yeah, I'm talking about a partner, yeah, that'll be in your corner and you don't ever have to worry about them disappearing when it's time for the tag. Good God Almighty, yes. Is there anybody here that knows who I'm talking about today. Yes, he is the only begotten of God. Good God Almighty. Somebody called him Mary's baby. Do I have a witness here? Yes, my Lord. Good God Almighty. David said that he is my shepherd. Do I have a witness here? Look at your neighbor and say, do you know him? Yes. Come on, look at somebody else and say, do you know him? Do you know him? Come on, find somebody else and say, do you know him? Do you know him? His name soothes my sorrows. Good God Almighty, I call him when I'm in trouble. I call him when I can't see my way out. I call him when I get hungry. I call him when I get thirsty. I call him when I need shelter. I call him when I'm sick and don't know how I'm going to get well. Do I have a witness here? Is there anybody here that knows who I'm talking about? Good God Almighty, I heard somebody say, good God Almighty, that he's the seed of a woman and he was scheduled to crush the head of the serpent. Good God Almighty, I heard somebody say, yes, that when Israel was coming out of Egypt, he was a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. Do I have a witness here? Yeah, I heard somebody say that when Elijah was on Mount Carmel, when he called for the fire, that he came down